Hi, it's me, Kamilah, and we're going to start off with our general reading for Scorpio for the month of June, and then we'll get into some love readings. Oh, now I did all of that so I can make sure that all my cards were the right way, and we're starting off with one being backwards. All right, let's get our general energy for, Scorpio, Mother of Water. That is the Queen of Water, Queen of Cups. So, all right, Scorpio, you are in your element, literally. You are beginning to feel a little bit more emotionally stable, which is great. I know my Scorpios can be a little all over the place sometimes. And I know this past month was rough for you. So, let's see what we actually have going on for your energy for the month. Let me get these nice and shuffled, and let's pull some cards for you all. Okay. And there we go. Finding. All right, first card out is the Strength card. Okay, so that's great. That means that you all are feeling a little bit more centered. You're feeling a little bit more together. You're not all over the place like you were last month. You're definitely feeling like a little bit more confident, a little bit more assured on your path. And this is clarified by the element of fire or the Page of Wands. So you've been feeling that spark of creativity. I think that you may have found something that you feel passionate about, and it feels like waking up. It feels like a really good night's sleep and waking up in the morning and being excited to get out and go about your day. How to work with this energy is the Five of Wands. I think it's time for you to get a little bit more back out there. It's time for you to expand. I think you may have been playing it safe, which makes a lot of sense because of how rocky your previous month has been and how things have been going for you energetically, that you kind of closed in. You went into hermit mode. You kind of limited your communication and your interactions with folks. And that was to preserve your energy, to preserve your peace. And now it's time for you to kind of move back out there. You know, you have a very powerful energy, and when you apply this, it can really open up doors for you. And I think that's the time that you're in. Queen of Wands, literally, it is your time to be seen. It's your time to be active. Three of Water, clarifying, it's your time to be able to celebrate your accomplishments. It's time for you to be able to actually see your worth and see your value and have that be honored not only by yourself but by others. You got the Judgment card. How to work through this. See this as a new beginning. See this as you being just reawakened into this world, instead of it being like, oh goodness, the trials and tribulations of the past month. You know, this is really your time to shine. This is your time to go out and to be more active, to be more present, to let your skills, let your creativity kind of shine forth. You got the Two of Swords. You're going to have options become available to you. Your mind is going to be a little concerned about things. You got the 11, which is Maven in this deck, which would be I'm pretty sure this is the Justice according to this deck. And so with the Justice, yeah, because they have 8 as strength. With this being Justice, this is a time for you to kind of figure out which path you want to take that will set you up to get the outcomes that you're looking for in your life. So think of it as like you reap what you sow. What you put in is what you're going to get out. So as you come up, you know, you're out there, you're being present, you're being seen, you're letting people see your skills and your talents. People are taking notice of that. They're celebrating you. It's a good time all around. Opportunities will therefore start to come in. Things in which you're able to apply all this energy to in a way that will expand your life is going to pop up for you. And so we have like a Two of Swords and we have a Justice, which is the scales, like scales balancing out and things. It's very like Libran energy right here. And I don't know how y'all feel about Libras, but it's Libran energy. And so it's really looking at peace, harmony, and balance. So if there's a path that you've taken before, you did all this shadow work, and hopefully you didn't do all this shadow work for nothing. You learned lessons from that shadow work. So you did all this shadow work to see why you end up in these situations you end up in, why you're in these repetitive patterns, and you see the path that takes you through that energy, right? So now you're being presented with some options, and this is kind of like a time to take that information, take those lessons learned, and apply them. So look at, I've been here before. In what way? And what changes can I make? What choices can I make now to set myself up for the future that I want going forth? How to work with this energy is 6 of Wands. Choose the path that leads to success. If you have been in this space before, if you've talked to people who have had this energy before, if you have started projects that have had a similar vein and like it's had a similar energy around it, and you knew that this stuff was trash, it ended up being a mess, it stressed you out and you hated it, why would you make the same choice? Do not make the same choice. Take the path that leads to victory. Take the path of least resistance, in that, not that like, oh, well, it's so easy, or, oh, I don't want to put forth the effort, but it's the one that like, it makes the most sense to you. A 2 of Swords is always about going within and finding that centering energy. Again, it's a very Libran energy, and that comes from an understanding of what's going to keep you in balance versus what's going to throw you off. I think sometimes Scorpios like a challenge because they think that it makes them more worthy, because they've been able to go through this hardship. But that's like a false way of being. You really don't have to go through hardship to be able to be worthy of good things in your life. Okay. Tower moment. Everyone gets tower moments. Tower moments have just been happening. It's just a thing right now. Tower moment is defined by the Temperance card, and the way to work through it is the Queen of Pentacles. So with our tower moment, it's an awakening. It's a revelation. It's something falling apart so other things can come back together. You got right next to each other the Maven card and then the Ostara. So you're literally going from balance to balance. Like you're really needing, this is a month whose theme is all about balance. You've got to balance out your shadow and your light. You've got to balance out that energy that's very, people have such an interesting way of talking about Scorpio, because for me, I'm like, it takes a certain type of something to be able to allow someone to go through the things that Scorpio will go through and the knowledge that Scorpio has. And it's that information, that really deep information that Scorpios have access to, because they are a very grounded, and in grounded, I mean emotionally grounded, emotionally aware, very deep individuals. They can see all of the foolishness. They see all the good, but they see all the foolishness too. And because you are coming after Libra, and you are kind of that darker side of the balancing of things, you don't deal with the foolishness. Now, Libras will be, very courteous, very, okay, well, let's not hurt their feelings. Scorpios don't care about that, because Scorpio sees how these other people and how these situations are hurting others. So Scorpio takes it on as, not so much as, I don't mind, being the voice of reason. I don't mind being what people might see as harsh judgment, or as, not trusting and all these other things, because what you're actually doing is you're setting up really clear boundaries for the foolishness that you see, to cut that off before it goes and hurts yourself or hurts more people. Now, yes, of course you can go overboard with this, but it's a really powerful space to be in. And in this moment, this revelation is saying you have all these really great things going on at the beginning of the month, and then towards the middle of the month, going towards the end of the month, as you're presented with these opportunities, as you kind of find yourself in this space of having a choice to make about what path you want to take, you're going to have this revelation that comes in, and it's really pulling you, like it's literally like pulling you towards a sense of balance, of your emotions and of your mind, of your light and of your shadow. And so leaning towards the victory route, the creative route, the one that lights you up, is for that opportunity that comes in, and as that tower moment happens, is one's pulling you towards having mental and emotional balance, making sure that your heart and your mind are on the same page. So if your mind's kind of leaning one way but your heart's leaning the other way, you got to find a good middle ground. And with that, you're looking at Queen of Pentacles energy. A Queen of Pentacles energy is very fertile. It's very grounded. It's a nice counterpart to that Mother of Water energy. That's your main energy of the card. Is that, it's great to be able to get into the depths of the water and to be able to be so in touch with your shadow side and your subconscious and unconscious desires. But if you cannot pull that into the material world, if everything just stays bottled up inside, again, you're thrown off balance and you're being pulled towards not living so much within, but being able to live outside of yourself as well, to form good relationships, to have a successful way of living your life that funds the lifestyle that you would like to live. Like, that's the pull towards all of this. Okay, let's get your final cards. Two of Wands. Tower moments bringing you to another choice, and this one is leaning towards that creativity. For water is the clarifier, and how to move through this or how to work with this energy is the Chariot. So it's you're gonna move on. You're gonna make a choice. It's gonna bring you some movement, bring you some forward momentum. But this you have like a mental choice, and then you have an active choice. You have an action choice. And these are both, even the Swords and the Wands, is a very active energy. It's very like movement energy. It's not necessarily receptive. This is you needing to kind of step up, step in, and take an active role in your life that you're living. With this final one, with the Two of Wands and the Four of Water, it's really saying take a look at your options that are available to you. It's an understanding. It's applying the lessons that you have learned through all this hard work that you went through from the eclipse cycles, from these last full moon and new moon. Like, it's taking all of that and putting it into action, because it's time for you to move forward. How we work with this energy is the Chariot. It is literally time for you to move forward. It's time for you to move on in this space. Let's get your outcome cards. All right, I think it's just this one. You got the Two of Fire. You literally have the Two of Wands again. This is really a time, and I'm pretty sure that's Mercury on there. This is really, truly a time for you to expand, to grow, to have presented to you opportunities that allow for you to actually utilize your skills, utilize your creativity. One of the things that I find to be also very interesting about Scorpio conversations is that we don't necessarily always talk about how creative and life-giving Scorpio energy is by default, by definition, because if you are the Phoenix, if you are, which is like the highest, I don't do all that hierarchy stuff, but it's the highest form of Scorpion energy, because Scorpio's original ruler is Mars. So it is, it's not just violence and all of that. It's really, truly the passion of life. It is our ability to actually want to get up in the morning and to live and to grow and to expand and to thrive. And that's what Scorpio energy is pulling us towards. It's cleaning out all the muck so that we can release those things that are holding us down and be able to rise as the Phoenix. And so, like, this is your, like, a very true Phoenix moment for Scorpios to be able to tap into their creativity, tap into that life-giving energy, tap into the release of the darkness and all of that stuff. So this is like the paths that are coming towards you and that are coming for you this month in June are going to be setting you up to something where, yes, you'll still have your powerful, wonderful Scorpio energy, but you're also going to have that fire that people might see as like, that not being afraid of confrontation, but they're going to see it now in a different light. They're going to see it as wow, like innovative, unknown. And that's the mysterious. They don't know where you're getting these ideas from. They don't know where you're getting this passion from. They don't know how you're able to put all these different pieces together. But that is the true path of the Scorpio. It's being able to see things, to do things, and to be able to pull that together in a way that other signs are not able to, because they don't have the capacity for the depth All right, so that's it. I'm going to stop. So, yay for Scorpio. Looks great for you for the month of June. If you want a private reading or a personal reading on any topic, you can find that through my link in the description box. And I will see y'all for your love readings in a couple of days. All right, have a great one, y'all. Bye.